Megan Hicks of Iron Far, and I'm here with Dakota Jones at the North Face store in Union Square, San Francisco, about a day and a half before the 2014 The North Face Endurance Challenge 50-mile championship.
That's right, but more importantly, it's half a day before my birthday. So let's focus on that.
Let's focus on your birthday.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Are you going to be 21?
I'm going to be 20 years old.
20? That's
right. I'm going backwards. It's pretty good.
Well, that's unfortunate for the after party on Saturday night.
Yeah, it's true. I'm going to be 24 actually.
Happy birthday.
Old. Thanks a lot.
So, yeah, do you feel a little old? This is your third time racing this race.
Not really. It's 5th time. I've been here 5 times.
5 times.
This race has spanned my career as an ultra runner.
Okay.
I ran here first in 2009 when I was
2009.
18, and then the next year 2010, and I ran with Jeff Rose, and then got spanked at the end by Jeff and Dave Mackey, and Spanish guy Miguel Arras, and then I came back in 2011 and got my ass kicked again by Mike Wolf, but I kept getting a little bit better, and then I took a year off, and then I came here and got the flu last year. So we kind of set the trend back. You know, I think I was set up to win last year, but then I got the flu, so I got like 600th place. So let's hope this year that doesn't happen.
Dude, you have a long history with this race. It's crazy that you keep coming back. Why?
Well, it's competitive.
You come back for the competition.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the money's pretty sweet, but that's why it's competitive. I mean, I would do this race whether or not there was money here, because there's a competition. That's what you want to race.
So your highest placing here is 2nd in 2011, behind Mr. Wolf,
That's right.
who ran away with things in the latter part of the race.
Yeah, the last like 6 miles.
And so last year, significantly further in front of you during this race, Rob Carr ran with the same style, ran away with things in the last 10 miles.
That guy's got some speed.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who have some speed.
Yeah.
What and how is your approach to a race as stacked with competition as this one?
I mean, it's just I run my own race. I've tried to do all kinds of strategies. I've tried to stay in the back and wait until like late in the race to pull ahead. I've tried to like kind of go off the front. I've tried to stay with the front guys and then pull ahead at the end. I don't know. It's not like, I think I've done all those things, but none of them were on purpose. It was just a matter of me running my own race, and I think that whether or not I wanted to follow some strategy, I always end up just running my own race. And I've been in races where I'm like, you know what, I want to stay with the front guys even if that's slower than I could possibly be running, because then I'll save energy and still be up front. But I just can't do that. Like, whether to my detriment or to my advantage, I just can't do that. It's like I'm running my own pace and my own race, and so you know, sometimes I've been off the front and I'm like, I don't like running off the front, because it's like, I like to run a more like modest race and not go off the front and like challenge everybody and seem all tough, but like, if that's what happens, that's what happens. Or if I'm like in 25th place, you know, halfway through, like, if I'm running my own race, if I'm running smart and I feel like that's what I can do, like, there we go. I mean, I think Saturday I can run like with the front guys. Who knows how long?
For how long?
I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Is I don't know what those guys can do. I don't know what they will do. I'm not really concerned about it until we're in the race.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna go out and try to keep it together for the first 20 or 25 miles, and then just try to stay up with whoever's up front. You know, hopefully by 40 or 45 I can pull ahead. If I can't, well, it's just not going to happen. I'm going to be able to. That's the goal. That's the best way to think about it.
Confidence that I hear there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I feel fit. I feel like I'm confident. I feel like I've had 3 solid months of really healthy training and really strong, and I'm just ready to go.
So we saw you a month ago, maybe a little more than a month ago. You sort of ripped apart the Moab Trail Marathon. Was that? I mean, were you feeling fit then? What was going on with your training?
I mean, I was in the middle of a big week, so I didn't have. I wasn't like at peak fitness, but that was actually kind of sweet because I wasn't at peak fitness, but I was still able to run pretty fast and do pretty well there. So hopefully now that I've had like another month of training plus a pretty solid taper, I'll be able to run even harder.
Okay. Well, so let's face it. Your year has been a little bit of a tough one.
Totally.
Yeah. How do you get around like the mental aspect of that? Like, okay, you know you're fit. You've had some really good training. The numbers stand behind that. But how do you get past sort of a series of races that can't be mental confidence boosters?
Yeah, it's pretty hard. And I think that I have a generally optimistic outlook, and it's sort of been beaten down a little bit this year against my will. But that's just what happens, you know. I mean, through a series of planning and mistakes, you know, even some that I could have avoided, like I could have, you know, planned better for my races through Transport County and Hard Rock. But then other mistakes I couldn't really avoid. It was just a total random accident, like when I twisted my ankle really bad at Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Like whatever. You know, between all that, you know, I just haven't had super solid results this year, and it's been pretty tough, like confidence-wise, to come to terms with that. But that's okay with me, and I think I have enough strength. I think I've done well enough in the past, and whether or not I've done well in the past, like I know I can run well, you know, and that's how I've always approached it. That's why I was able to do well when I first started doing this, just because I just showed up and tried to run my own race, and that's what I'll try to do on Saturday.
You have said that you sort of live in a little bit of a bubble when it comes to like training. You train by yourself.
Yeah.
You don't look at what other people are doing on Strava.
Yeah, because that stuff just psychs me out.
Does it psych you out?
Totally, yeah. If I see what like Anton or what Sage or what Rob Carr or Killian are doing, I just get psyched out. I'm like, I'm not doing the right stuff. I'm not doing enough stuff. I'm doing too much. I'm eating the wrong way. Whatever. Like, if I get caught up in that, I just start trying to do what everybody else is doing. When I do what everybody else is doing, I fall apart because I try to do it all, you know. And I guess I just have to trust in myself to be smart. To run the right amount, and I trust in my coach, Jason Coop, to give me the right training. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Is like, I would be way more psyched out if I didn't have a coach, and I trust Jason entirely to give me the right training, and that's been borne out by the good races I've had, and that's been borne out by all the training I've had, where I just like I've gotten to points where I'm like, I feel really good one day and I run really well, and then the next day I'm like, I can't do anything. But I go out and I have a big workout and I have to do it, and I get out there and like partway through I start feeling really good and I run really strong, and then maybe the next day I'm pretty psyched and I want to go run hard, but it's an easy day and so I don't, and then like I don't know, I go out and I can hardly move. I don't know, it seems to me like Jason can often like tell what I need better than I can. And
that's why you have a coach, right?
Exactly, that's exactly why I have a coach, and I trust him entirely. And I think he's given me a really great set of training for the last few months, and I trust him.
Awesome. You are sort of notorious with your commitment to training. Like, I've seen you basically send parties home because it's bedtime, because you have to get up and run in the morning, and you look closely at your food and your recovery, and
Try to.
This is your last race in the 2014 season. What are you looking forward to doing when this race is over?
Relaxing. We're going to party on Saturday night, that's for sure. Whether or not the race goes well, whether we need to celebrate or forget things, we're going to party. That'll be fun. But then, yeah, it'll be nice to take some time off after this race, because it's been a long season. I've been training hard since like late January. Just kind of beat down mentally. So it'll be nice to get through this one and then be able to take a month or so off of like specific training. And I'll still run a lot, still ski, still be active, but it's just like the mental requirements of training are pretty taxing. And so it's something you gotta take time off from.
Yeah. Well, right on. Good luck to you this weekend.
Thanks.
And we'll see you out there.
Looking forward to it.
Got a bonus question for you.
Alright, go ahead.
Bonus question. What are you reading right now?
What am I reading? I'm reading Cormac McCarthy's The Crossing.
Okay.
I got way into Cormac McCarthy. I've always sort of been into it, but I got like way into it recently. I read The Road, and then I read All the Pretty Horses, and now I'm reading The Crossing, and then I have The Cities of the Flame, and that's the Border trilogy.
Okay.
All the Pretty Horses, The Crossing, and then All the Cities of the Flame. And it's crazy. Like, it's intense. It's amazing. I don't know how to describe it. Like the way he writes, it's just so simple, and he tells about these insane things in the simplest terms, and that makes them more powerful because it's not built up. There's no sensationalism. It's like, this is what happened, and it was crazy.
Are you going to be thinking about any McCarthy this weekend?
I kind of hope not. I'd like to have like a optimistic attitude. He's pretty dark.
Yeah, but ultras take you to dark places sometimes.
Yeah,
Whether you want to be
Rob
there or
Carr
not.
goes to dark places. I don't know if that's why I run ultras.
No. Okay, we'll leave that in the books then.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Dakota.
Thanks, Megan.